What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about if MJ missions will return in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Everybody's favorite topic, isn't it? So there's really two parts to this. And the first part really is, if MJ missions are in the game, does that hugely diminish it? Were they really that bad in Marvel Spider-Man 2018? And then part two is, would they actually be in the game? I will tell you, I do think they bring down the quality. I've always been one, and I'm going to replay this game probably this month, next month, just to get ready one final time for Marvel Spider-Man 2. I remember not liking it. I remember seeing like tweets and stuff that really, I think, make it worse, talking about, it really highlights MJ maybe not as a great character, talking about, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go like run up to people behind their backs with like machine guns and just hopefully I don't get caught. I think when you like super critically analyze it, it does actually hurt more than maybe you turn your brain off and you're just doing the missions. But I was never one that hated it personally. I was just one that found it to be not very good. It wasn't something that I wouldn't say it helped the game in any way, but I certainly didn't hate it. But I would say, again, based off of some of the talk I've seen online where, yeah, if you really think about what she's doing and what she's telling Peter and what she's mad about with him, doing certain things and then she does things, it's like, it kind of all starts to fall apart if you really start to, hyper analyze it. So, okay, well, with that being said, did they hear us? I really think that's the biggest thing. And I think I'd go so far to say that, look, we're consumers and we have rights. We have the idea that, they make the game for us. We have the right to critique it. We have the right to buy it or not. All that stuff is on us. And granted, they have the right to listen to us, not listen to us, adjust, not adjust, right? All those things. So that would be the question. Have they heard people's response? And I like MJ. I think overall I like MJ in the game. I would say that. So I don't want her gone. And I think she should be kind of integral to Peter and going through the symbiote thing. I'm sure she'll be in and out. In fact, I think because of Miles and because of probably some sort of split in the game, right? Whether it's 60-40 or 70-30 or maybe even 50-50. Because of that, well, number one, I think MJ kind of goes in and out. But that's probably my main argument for why you wouldn't see her missions. I just think, considering now you have two Spider-Men, they're each different enough from each other. They're each going to be going through, a story and interconnecting and all that jazz. To have MJ, yes, have her as a character for sure. I don't think you should be kicking her out, anything like that. Although there is the argument people want, Gwen Stacy or Spider-Gwen to start to get introduced. And we'll talk about that actually in a future video. Maybe some people want her replaced. Obviously, people are very much in love with like Black Cat, right? On Twitter, you see a lot of things on that stuff. So I don't know if too many people would miss her. Again, I would say I would keep her in the game, but definitely those missions, I would kind of just cut them. I'd remove them. I think you could do better. And again, it ultimately comes down to, have they heard the concerns? And I guess also, was it overwhelming? Does everybody kind of think that those MJ missions, and you could argue, again, I think that I would say probably most people would tell you that they're not great or they don't add anything massive to the game. Maybe not everybody hates them, but I would say in terms of like positive, negative, I think most people would side with, you could remove them. And so hopefully that's been said. Hopefully they've heard that. And ultimately we'll see when the game launches. I do also wonder, like, if that comes up, if that gets brought up. I think it was actually asked of them. Didn't we talk about that with IGN or something? Did an interview and they tried to ask if there was going to be MJ missions to try to, get them on something. And they said we were just focusing on what we showed. So I wonder if they're going to hide that, or I wonder if honestly the director or just somebody comes out at some point and says, just so you all know, no MJ missions. She's in the game, but no MJ missions. I wonder if that's something you would say ahead of time. I'm not sure. That one actually would stump me. So you let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.